Nothing beats a warm, hearty bowl of soup, especially one packed with fresh veggies, beans, and Italian sausage. Today we're making a delicious Italian minestrone soup with sausage. Perfect for cozy nights and outdoor cooking. So let's get started. Here's everything we'll be needing for this recipe. 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 onion, half a cup of celery, half a cup of carrots, 1 zucchini, 3 garlic cloves, 1 14-ounce can of diced tomatoes, 4 cups of chicken bone broth, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning, 1 15-ounce can of navy beans, half a cup of fresh green beans, half a cup of small shell pasta, 2 cups of spinach leaves, 2 tablespoons of chopped parsley, 1 pound of Italian sausage, Merlot Parmesan, and some salt and pepper. We're keeping things traditional today with onions, celery, carrots, and zucchini. These create a rich flavor base known in Italian cooking as soffritto, the foundation of many great dishes. Today we're going to be chopping our vegetables to about a 1/4 inch, with our green beans getting about a 1-inch chop. Did you know that minestrone has been around for centuries, dating back to ancient Rome? It was originally a poor man's dish, made with whatever vegetables and beans were on hand. Over time, it became a staple of Italian cuisine, with every region having its own twist. Today I'm using fresh green beans, but feel free to sub it out with frozen green beans and it seems to be just fine. Now on to the garlic. We'll just give it a nice chop. Next I'm just going to rough chop these parsley leaves that we'll use for garnish a little later. For the onion, a little 1/4 inch chop is just perfect. Now, let's cook the Italian sausage. Minestrone is typically made vegetarian, but adding sausage makes it extra hearty and satisfying. When the sausage is nicely browned, remove it and set it aside. Don't worry about it being cooked all the way through, we're just looking for that nice char on the outside. Now onto the vegetables. We're just going to be sauteing these for a couple of minutes until they get a little soft. These vegetables not only add texture, but also provide essential nutrients. Carrots bring sweetness, celery adds an earthy tone, and zucchini soaks up the rich flavors of the broth. Go ahead and add some salt and pepper next. I really love seasoning every single layer. Now let's add the base of our broth. Diced tomatoes brings a subtle tanginess, chicken bone broth keeps it light, and tomato paste thickens everything up. Let's prepare our beans next by draining them and rinsing them really well. Minestrone is known for its mix of beans, which makes it extra filling. We're adding navy beans and kidney beans, both packed with protein and fiber. Tomato paste in. This will help thicken up our soup. One of the key flavors here is Italian seasoning, a blend of oregano, basil, thyme, and rosemary that captures the essence of Italian home cooking. Now we're slicing up our Italian sausage into 1-inch pieces to put back into the soup. This soaks up the flavors of the broth and takes the dish to the next level. We'll let this simmer to develop that deep layered flavor, about 10 to 15 minutes. And here's a fun fact. Minestrone means thick soup in Italian, and it's one of the oldest soup recipes still enjoyed today. We're finally putting in our green beans and zucchini here at the end. I've held off on putting them in earlier so that they don't get too soft. Same goes for the beans, which we're putting in next. You don't want to put them in too soon or they will turn mushy. And of course, pasta. Small shells work great because they hold on to the broth. Today, I've used gluten-free shells, but you can use any small pasta that you like. The pasta will be cooked in about 9 minutes. Don't be afraid to taste your dishes and adjust your seasonings as needed. After all, it's about getting it just the way you like it. To finish this up, we're adding 2 cups of baby spinach. Did you know that spinach was first introduced to Italy in the 9th century from Persia? It's been a favorite in Mediterranean cuisine ever since. To plate this dish, I like to garnish it with some fresh parsley and some Parmesan. The parsley brightens up the soup and gives it that final burst of freshness, while the Parmesan gives it that salty goodness. My favorite side for this one is garlic bread. And this is what comfort food looks like. Rich, flavorful, and packed with nutrients. The sausage brings that perfect savory kick, and the beans, pasta, and vegetables make this incredibly hearty. No wonder minestrone has been loved for generations. I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and if you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a delicious outdoor cooking video. Let me know in the comments, what would you like to see me cook next? Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Super yummy.
Very yummy and tasty.
There's so many things in this soup, and it comes together really well.